Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Let me give you a quick recap about what we learned in our previous session. In our previous session, we learned about editing and applying of element, creating of new material, adjusting scale of material, painting the walls, creating of curtain walls and working with massing inside. With this, let's begin with our guidance session.
Now we'll move forward to lighting fixtures. Okay, for that we'll apply some ceilings. We have to take it a bit faster because of timing is running out. We'll go to the first floor. I'll go to ceiling and then I'll apply a ceiling. Either I can apply an automatic ceiling which takes wall automatically like this, or I can sketch it. So I like sketching it. So I'll go to here and I'll sketch ceiling. From here to here. Okay, and I'll just change the boundaries. And that's it. Now I can go to the ceiling plans. I can go to first floor and I can see I have made a ceiling here. Here I cannot see, but I will be able to see. I will have to select it here and then I can see. And there is one more thing you can do is when you will go to the 3D view, there is this section box. What it will do is it will create a box around your project and then you can section the project. You can cut its part like this and you will be able to see different types, different sections, cutaways in your project like this. Okay. So select this. For example, if I select this, and then I go to filter and then I check none and then I apply select on the ceiling. I can see my ceiling is applied here on this end of the project at a height offset of 8 feet 6 inches. I would like to keep it at 9 feet. Okay. So this is the ceiling which we have created. Here it is. This white one, this is our ceiling. Okay, so we'll just move the section panel so that we can see our ceiling directly. This is our ceiling. Okay, now we'll go to component, load family. And we'll go to lighting. We can, in architectural lighting, you can find a lot of lights here. For example, recessed can lights, tube lights, lamps, all these things you can keep it. For example, I'm using a ceiling flat round light. I click on it and then I can apply it directly on the ceiling. Now I can select the type of light, its power output and voltage here. I'll select it as a hidden line so that you are able to see it more clearly. And this is how we can apply. For suppose one light I want to apply here, two in the washroom, one at this end, one might be at another end. Okay, so this is how you can do it with model in place. This we have seen how to apply materials. You can even select background images and apply it on the background of your project. You just have to make a big wall and then you have to apply this material to that wall. Okay, and that's it. That's how you can apply a lighting fixture. Now we will see rendering in camera alignment. Okay, there is one more thing I want to tell you, that when you'll go to this panel, you'll see family templates. So here also you can design your own family, just like I have told you how to do it in model in place. Here you can design your own family templates, and then you can use that template in different projects also. You can export that template, save that. Suppose you have created a big table, you want it to export it to different projects, or you might be using it in future, then you can create it directly in the family template. It will open a different Revit file, and it will create a family which you can use in different projects. Okay, so now we will see camera alignment. So for that, what we have to do is, what is this, man? You have to go to view tab. In the 3D view, you can see this camera. Okay, so you can, first of all, I'll close this section box for clear visibility. I'll go to the plinth level, and here I want to place a camera. For example, I want to place a camera at first floor level. Okay, so now I'll go to 3D view, I'll select camera, I'll put the camera here, and I'll select the view path here, and then this is how you can see your own project. This is the view you will be getting. Okay, this is what you will be getting through that camera alignment. For example, I want to change this. I can move that camera image, and like this, suppose this is the image I want. So now this camera image is already created. To render it, I can go to the render option, and there are different type of renders I can create. For example, draft, medium, high, best type of qualities. But as more you will increase the quality of your render, it will increase the time of that render. For example, if I select the best quality, probably it will take more than 1 or 2 hours to do that. So for now, I'll select the draft quality, and then I can select the DPI, depth of pixels. I'll select it to 75 because we don't have much time. You will see the uncompressed render size will be 4.8 MB, and then I'll select render. So it will start rendering our project. But this generally takes a little bit of time. Okay, so meanwhile, we'll just rebrush, and we'll try to see if we might have left anything which is unexplained. So we have already done walls, windows, roof, ramp I will show you how to make it, and stairs, railings we have already seen. We have seen element profilings, we have seen materials, massing and side, we have seen all these type. Revolve I will show you how to do it, revolve and sweep. So this is how our render will look like right now, because we haven't applied any materials. We have to apply all the materials to all the faces. Okay, so currently our project looks like this. Now if I also can make, this is a sun only render. If I'll take an artificial only render, then it won't put any sunlight, and it will be a dark because we haven't applied artificial lights all over the projects. So we'll make the sun only render. You can also make it more, how much clouds you want in your render. For example, if you don't want any clouds, you can select no clouds or very cloudy. Okay, you can also apply an image for the background. For example, I want an image in the background, so I'll select an image. Environment, and suppose I want a render on this, so I'll select this, I'll select OK, and I'll select sun only render at 75 dB and select render. So this will show our project with that background image which we just have selected. Okay, but this might take a little bit of time. So right now I have to tell you how to make revolve and sweep. Family I have told you, and that's it. Like this. Now since our camera angle, camera view and the background camera view was not aligned, that's why it doesn't look like it has some glitches. But yes, you can change the camera view and then you can perfectly fit your project in this background. Okay, you can make it more like this and then you can fit it on the background. So let's see that revolve and truss thing. Okay, so I'll quickly go to the 3D model. Now suppose you want to make a dome, so you either you have that in the family or you can do that by revolve or sweep options. So you just have to go to architecture, you have to go to components, model in place, you have to go to generic models, you have to go to dome, click OK. Now you have to create, you have to select revolve. Okay, so to make the axis, since the axis will be perpendicular to this roof, I have to select a plane. So I'll go to pick a plane, I'll select this plane, suppose this one, and then I'll go to axis line. I'll create an axis here like this. Then I'll go to boundary line, I'll go to spline, and I'll create a boundary from you can also edit the joints of the spline if you have by mistake made something like this. Now your boundary line should be a closed line, so I'll try to close it by making a 2-inch offset, that is the width of this thing. Then I'll join them through either through this small arc from here, connect it with a straight line, and that's it. Now when you will click right, it will create a circular dome. Okay, you can see it in the realistic view. This dome will look like this. You might have seen these type of domes in temples and mosques and different type of religious structures. You can select it, first you can finish it, you can select it and move it so that it will come perfectly over your structure. For that you have to unlock it, edit it on the option, select it, unlock it. You can unlock it from here and then you can move it through arrow keys. So you go to the top view and you can move it here. Select OK. Now since I have made this on a rectangular wall, it might look like it doesn't belong here, but you can make it on circular walls and different type of wall structure you can keep. And this is how you can make a dome or different type of roof. So you can use the revolve command. I'll also show you how to use the sweep command. I'll delete this first. Go to architecture component, model in place, anything. I'm just selecting right now. Now you'll go to create. Then you have this blend option also. I'll teach you. Then for right now, how to make a blend model. So first of all, suppose I want to blend a rectangle. So I have made a base of rectangle. Then I'll go to edit top. Then I'll make a circular top like this and then select OK. Then I get this blended extrusion. I can increase its height like this. So I'll get a blended extrusion from a rectangular base to a circular top. Okay. I'll show you how to create a sweep. Okay. For example, I want to create a sweep here. So first of all, I will sketch a path to which I want to sweep my element. So suppose I have selected this path, or I want a boundary on this roof. So I'll select the roof part. Okay. Then I'll click right. Then I have to select the profile. So I'll go to select profile. Since the profile is on the perpendicular direction, I'll go here. I'll make a profile which I want to sweep. Edit profile, and then I will make, for example, I want an rectangle like this, and I want an arc at the leftmost part. So I'll create an arc with this. And I'll select right. Okay. Then my sweep is created. I'll select right, and then I'll select the offset. I'll move this sweep to top of the building which part I have made it like this with the use of arrow keys, and then I'll adjust its position. I can also use move command. I'll go to the top view. I'll use move command, align it here, and then check it and readjust it according to my current position like this. And that's it. This is how we make a sweep. You can adjust it in this direction since it is moving outwards. And this is how you make a sweep. I showed you how to make an extrusion, a sweep, and a revolve. How to use these commands. Okay. So just cancel this model.
If you like the video, press the like button and share it with your friends. And for more such informative content, please press the bell icon and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.